Welcome to Las Vegas viewers. Warning, be careful here. It's a great place. There's a couple of things you need to look out for if you're coming here, just like any other busy tourist place. We're on the strip, let's continue. Who knows where we'll end up. Just across from the Bellagio. The front of the Bellagio is shut for construction. I think they're getting things up for the Formula 1, so you need to double back, come back this way, check these guys out. What a place. Planet Hollywood, got a few videos in there, check them out. That's the one hotel on the strip I've not been in, Aria. Next time maybe if I ever make it back to Vegas, we'll wait and see. Okay, let's continue viewers. We're heading down the strip. I've got a few ideas for videos to go down there. I was just over at the Bellagio, I was going to film the fountains and it got cancelled due to high winds. It's getting really windy here all of a sudden. This place is lively. There's some Mexican band playing underneath them, so it's pretty busy. As you can see, guy's got his own cooler box. Pretty cool. Let's go. And a wee party for himself there. Yeah, there's quite a few of them got the cooler box, quite right. Prices are pretty high here. Let's go. So, see if we can squeeze by without getting on the road, risking my life here. Yeah, pretty good atmosphere here. That's a good spot during the day especially, but it is busy, be aware. Now, I say morning, be careful, and here we go. There's plenty of girls, obviously, the showgirls will come up and have a wee chat with you. And then obviously, eventually at one point on the stage you want to get a picture like this guy's getting done now. But you need to be careful because earlier on, I was down the strip and the girls come up, they were trying to speak to me like, oh, you're on your own, you're lonely and stuff like that, right? They're just trying to get conversation so they can get a picture and then they're going to ask me for a ridiculous amount of money. Now, it's no problem asking for money because they're not working for free. I've got no issues with that whatsoever. But I have heard stories of them asking tourists for $100, $50 for a picture. So basically what you want to do is just give whatever you're comfortable giving if you have a wee picture with them. There's nothing wrong with getting a picture with them. Maybe you want to give $5 or $10, I don't know. Quite often it'll be two of them working together, so then you'll feel obliged to give more money. But the reason I'm saying want to be careful is because I seen earlier on there was a guy outside New York. The girls actually appear in one of the videos just after it. The kind of green outfit on, and they were chatting to the guy, and I thought, oh, this guy, he's definitely going to go for this. So anyway, they persuaded the guy to take a picture, and then they asked me, can I take a picture on the phone, which is fair enough. I took a picture for the guy, right, and I was just like, oh, I wonder how much he's going to give them, right. And then at the end, he went in his wallet at the end, and he only had $2. That's all he had. The guy had a good drink in him, so the guy wasn't even thinking, right. He's like, I'm sorry, they gave you more, that's all I've got. And he's like, have you got a card payment? Can you take cards? The guy was willing to give them more money. And they're like, no, sorry, we don't. First of all, I was really surprised they didn't. That's a bit of a mistake on their part, right? Entrepreneurs out there. And but then the next second, he was standing underneath a sign. You'll see it in one of my videos. Outside New York, there's a sign, and one of the arrows points to ATM inside New York, New York. So they suggested that they go to the bank with them. So they literally marched the guy to the bank to get money, to give him a tip. Now, what do you think he's getting out of the bank? He's not going to just get $5 out of the bank. He had a good drink in him, so he's probably going to end up paying him a lot of money. And see if he's getting the money and he's happy doing it, who cares? But I'm just saying, if you're in a position where you get pictures taken with anybody on the strip, not just the showgirls, but anybody dressed up as like superheroes or cartoon characters, they're going to ask you for money. They'll start high. You give what you're comfortable giving, or agree a price beforehand. That's probably the better way to do it. So you need to be a wee bit careful with that. It's not really a scam. You just need to be careful with it. Say if you're a wee bit vulnerable or you don't like to be intimidated by anybody, sometimes you might fall for that. You might pay a wee bit more than you need to. Caesar's Palace over there. Have you checked my hotel room in there? It was a cracker. It was really good. Didn't even sleep in it. Ended up staying in Haraz across the road. And there's the Bellagio, damn fountains when they're coming on. Over there, high winds. It is pretty windy, to be fair. I don't know if you can't really see it in the trees up there. It's pretty windy. It was windy on this earlier on when they cancelled it. I can't believe it. I seen the show that the other day during the day and I never filmed it. I thought I'll get it at night. That was a mistake. Anyway, a couple of things. This is going to be aimed at my male viewers especially, okay? It's very, very simple. It's straightforward. There's numerous videos on YouTube about it. And I'll tell you through experience, okay? Warning, be careful. If you're a guy and you're sitting at a slot machine on your own, or you're standing about on your own, and anybody comes up, an attractive female comes up to speak to you, you might be thinking, oh, I'm just a good looking guy, that's just normal, and obviously that's what I think all the time, right? But the bottom line is, they're more than likely going to be looking for something. Now, this is not when it gets serious, because each to their own, everybody can make their own choices, whether you want to obviously go with a lady or not. You can make your own choices whether you want to pay for it. That's not the issue. The issue is, if you look up even in Google, there's some really scary stories about people agreeing to go back to rooms and stuff like that, and other people turning up, they've been robbed, even somebody I think got murdered. That's how bad it was. So you just never know who you're dealing with a stranger. So the bottom line is, guys, especially guys at my age, right, I was basically sitting at a few bars, sitting in the casino, and I was writing notes or videos and stuff like that, and I would have girls come up and speaking to me. Now, I'm not naive. As much as I'd like to think it was my unique personality and good looks and Scottish accent, I realised right away they're not coming up to me. They were like Miss World, right? They're not coming up to me just out the good of my health and being 25 years younger and speaking to me. They're clearly obviously going to be a bottom line, and right away I just said I wasn't interested, because you just never know. If you look at some of the documentaries online on YouTube, it's quite scary actually. Some of them work, obviously they're working for other people, so they're not even in control of what they're doing themselves. With Wahlburgers, some good deals on there, half hours, 2 for $7 all day, $5 like Paws, Subway. We're in at the Horseshoe now. I just realised where we are actually. I didn't really mean to come in here, to be honest. We'll come down this way anyway. There's a lot of good deals down here, and I'll show you. So that is one thing you need to be careful of, guys. I was here the last time that my friend Gregor, we were both in, I think we were in the MGM. We'll do it this way. I think we're in the MGM, and obviously a couple of girls were coming up to speak to us, and they were really friendly. And then Gregor's like, do you think obviously they're looking for money for stuff? And I says, Gregor, I says, no offence, I says, we're guys in our 40s, we're not in any way approaching people. I says, we're just standing about. I says, it's not normally normal for some random stranger to come up and speak to you. It will happen occasionally, happen in a bar maybe or something like that, right? But just standing about doesn't happen very normally. So the bottom line is, be cautious of anybody. This applies to if you ever look at videos in Istanbul, Turkey. It's crazy. People go over there and they walk down the street and guys approach guys and say, oh, you here yourself? I know a good bar. They take them to a bar, they get a couple of drinks, then they leave them, and a girl comes up and says, can you get me a drink? And then they say your bill's like £400 for 4 drinks. It's a common scam in Istanbul. So it's not the same in Las Vegas, it's not the same as that, but you just need to be careful. I've got a video in there showing you the Horseshoe. To me it's exactly the same as Bally's. I didn't notice any difference. Let me know if anything has changed. This is a really good bar here, All Red. Really good bar. It's open all day long with live music, country and western. So it just depends if you're into the country and western. It's clearly very popular, but so that's one thing to be careful of as well. A couple of other things you need to be careful of as well. Basic stuff. Earlier on in one of the other videos, you'd have seen a monk walking by me, and he's going up and approaching people asking for money. Any monks approach you, that's a complete scam. That's a worldwide scam all around the world. Stage here, cool set up in there on the stage, big crowd, balconies upstairs as well, proper bands in there, really good. Let's continue. So there's some good deals around here. Sorry. Round the corner, we've got Wahlburgers, they've got some deals, and we've got the fuel bar, 2 for 1 deals. Let me see if I can show you that as well. Give me a wee second. Get 50% off happy hour here as well, and this one on the left. I have done a video here during the day, but a bit busy tonight. Monday to Friday, 3 to 6 PM, happy hour. We'll head up there soon. I'll go around and show you the fuel bar. Yeah, so basically on the strip, anybody approaches you, they're more or less going to be looking for something, so be careful, just be careful. Any monks come up to you, anybody comes up asks you to sign a petition, ignore that one as well. Anybody comes up kidding on that they're deaf, ignore that one as well, that's a common one. Let me think, any other ones? They've actually got the equivalent of the P-men here, but they use cards. So beware of that. If you see a crowd and they're watching somebody shuffle cards and doing stuff, that's a scam. They're all in it. Just the same as you see the P-Men in Benidorm and other places. Fat Tuesdays here, people drink this, I don't understand it. It looks disgusting, just full of sugar. I like sugar, to be fair, but yeah, I don't know. This is the fuel bar. They've got various deals on here, 2 for 1s and stuff like that. Buy one drink, get one free. So I don't know how much one drink is. It'll probably 10, 11, $12, who knows. But anyway, buy one drink, one free. Have they got live music? Or is it just music? Just check. No, I think it's just music piped in it actually. There's a couple of other places out here that are very affordable. Duck Dog Bar. And there's a few other places down there as well. That wee alleyway, it's got busier since the last time I was here. Let me think, anything else to be wary of when you're on the trip? That's probably the most common ones, being approached by people. I'm not saying they're all scams, most of them are, to be fair, but you need to be really careful, especially if you're a guy, I would say. With the first two, that would be the ones I'd be wary of, to say the least. It's a pretty cool bar, look at all the TVs. Right, let's continue. I'm going to go down right and then back on the strip. I think you will not believe how much I've been walking tonight. It's I've talked about it in another video. You think everything's so close and it's 5 minutes away. Half an hour later you're still walking, you're like, what the hell? When am I going to find this place? It's unbelievable. So we'll get there viewers. Sugar place in there. Like sugar, you know you want it. That's the slogan. Band's about to start a wee song here. Can't remember what this was before, but they've made a really good job of it. Really good. Okay, let's continue. Well, the same applies, guys, as well. Same applies with guys giving out numbers, saying phone here to order somebody to your room and all that stuff. If you do that, you're asking for a disaster, I would say, in all sorts of ways. Here's the crop bell over there. I've done a video in there, it's a wee boutique hotel. Alright, it's getting busy here, I need to cross here. Viewers, thank you so much for all your support watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Do me a wee favour, give it a wee subscribe. It's absolutely free, just there. Doesn't cost a penny. There's a wee dive bar down here, but I don't have time to go to it. And Ellis Island's down here. I'm really struggling for time. I don't think I'm going to make it. I might, we'll see. Stage though. Viewers, be careful out there, okay? But enjoy Las Vegas.